What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Tuesday, December 19th, 2023. Bringing it to you. Appreciate everybody hopping along, sticking with us through the holidays. Sometimes you got a lot of time off of work, whatever. It is always blew my mind that some of my friends used to, like, their companies would completely shut down for 2 weeks. Like, fuck, sign me up for that, please. Awesome. And it's paid. Jeez, come on. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good holiday season so far. Winding up, winding down, whatever you're doing. I appreciate you doing it with us. That's what she said. All right. We're talking recruiting as signing day looms tomorrow, Wednesday. Today we're talking offense. We do have one official flip here. Jordan Lyle, the running back out of St. Thomas Aquinas, has officially flipped to Miami. So that's a done deal. We knew it was coming. Not a great shock to anybody, I don't think. So that happened. But we're going to go through the entire offensive side of the ball here in this 2024 class, run through all the guys, where they're from, their rankings, ratings, all that good shit. And you will notice a very stark difference between the offensive show and the defensive show coming tomorrow. A lot more dudes on the offensive side of the ball. This has been my contention, my issue. You guys have heard me bitch about it before, but hey, I'll get to roll that episode back out after we do these two, where I complain about the lack of recruiting on the defensive side of the ball compared to the offense. So right now we've got 22 commits, and I think we have 13 on offense as of right now. Let's run through them. Starting off, we're going to go top to bottom. Jeremiah Smith, obviously all-world everything, almost the perfect recruit from Chaminade Madonna Prep down in South Florida, 6'3", 198. Coming in, this guy is basically an NFL wide receiver playing in high school. He's a 9'9", 9'4". Yes, that does make him a 5-star. Number one player in the country, according to the composite. Number one receiver, and obviously number one player in the state of Florida. Had multiple visits to multiple places, but that's all going to be dead and buried here. You got to remember that these high-end recruits nowadays get cash to go visit other schools because they get the publicity on social media, like Florida State, Miami, whatever it might be. So, yeah, 24/7 says he is one of the top overall prospects to come out of South Florida in the modern recruiting era. They call him an absolute bully at the catch point that will give defenses fits. His rare combination of size, speed, and hands. He wasn't always the biggest kid, but owns a more college-ready frame at 6'3", 198. He's going to add more mass in the coming years. He's faster than quick, but doesn't take long to hit his top gear in routes. So dude makes highlight reel catches on the regular, on the reg. And let's see, I think his 177 catches for 3,100 yards, 46 touchdowns in 3 years in high school. Also ran track. He was a 3-time state qualifier in the 110 and 400-meter hurdles. He captured gold in both of those in Florida's 1A meet as a junior. That 1A is the top level of Florida's high school system. It's personal best of 14.34 in the 110 hurdles and 54.68 in the 400 hurdles. Also has a 22.08 in the 200. He's a Max Prep Player of the Year finalist, won a third straight national title, or straight state title. They don't do that in high school. So what can you say about this guy? He is cousins with Geno Smith, the former quarterback from West Virginia and Jets quarterback. Did not know that a long time ago, but that's interesting. Anyway, what can you say? This is a huge get, obviously a 5-star. Brian Hartline bounces back from a less than stellar 2022 receiver class and makes this 23 class much, much stronger. All right, moving on. Got to pick it up. Milin Graham, the other 5-star wide receiver, again, adding to that 2023 wide receiver heavy class. He's 6'1", 170 out of New Haven, Indiana. He's a 9903 5-star, nationally ranked number 23 in the class, number 7 wide receiver, number 1 player in his state. This guy is fast. They compare him to CeeDee Lamb with the Cowboys. He's got a longer frame with good weight already and plenty of room to grow. Shows excellent acceleration that will really show it bears fruit in the yards after catch and in the return game. Hopefully Buckeyes will use him that way. Gets off the line quickly, has that twitch and suddenness in his route running, and he can high point and catch the ball away from his body, and looks like a high-end prospect who can be elite. Does not have any glaring weaknesses, and just has to continue to polish his technical skills, which we know Brian Hartline is the master of. So yeah, he also plays basketball. We love those two-sport guys. So moving on here. Next up, our third 5-star, Air Noland, quarterback out of Fairburn, Georgia, 6'2", 195. He is a 9835, number 36 nationally ranked, number 4 QB, number 6 player in the state of Georgia, the talent-rich state of Georgia. He's a lefty, so got to keep that in mind. But he has a quick release. He doesn't have one of those old school looping Steve Young kind of windups or Tim Tebow or something. And he can attack all levels of the field. He leaves high school with a 36-6 record as a starter. He, as a junior, led his high school to their first state title. His production did tail off a little bit his senior year because they changed offensive coordinators, but he still had an amazing career. He passed for 10,000 yards, 126 touchdowns, and that's over all 4 seasons of all 4 years. He loves to pick apart defenses from the pocket, but he does have that elusiveness to move around and evade the pressure, He only threw 4 interceptions as a junior. So he'll get better at limiting those mistakes, but this guy is a definite NFL upside, early round kind of draft pick. So, and he's level-headed and approaches the game with a business-like kind of mindset, Also ran track in high school, clocked 11.89 in 100 meters as a sophomore. And as a freshman, posted times in the 200 of 24.19, 24.69, and a 55.91 in the 400. So I love this kid's attitude, the way he carries himself, and just the kind of player he is and person. He's really bright, really smart. So, which is required in this Ryan Day offense. So, all right, next up, another receiver. He is barely missed being a 5-star. He is a high 4-star, a 9.766. He is Jeremiah McLen, 6', 190 out of St. Louis. You can find me. Christian Brothers College, of course, home to several Buckeyes. Nationally ranked number 49 in the country, number 13 wide receiver, number 3 player in his state. I love this guy's build. He's got like a big upper body for a receiver. He's not sleek and slender like a Mylan Graham. He's built solid. He's a tough receiver for DBs to get their hands on and like knock off their route. And he has a track background. He has an 11.27 in the 100-meter dash, and excellent ball skills, hand-eye coordination. Makes excellent at making contested catches. Those are those balls that, you might call them a 50-50. No, they're more like 80-20 when he goes up and gets them. So it shows burst as a route runner, can accelerate and get on top of the defenders, and just needs to work on a little bit more of his technical skills, right? So yeah, as a sophomore, he almost had 1,000 yards receiving. It's pretty awesome. All right, next up, James Peoples is running back out of San Antonio, Texas, 5'10", 192. He is a high 4-star at 9.532 and number 95 nationally, number 7 running back, number 17 in the state of Texas. This guy, I love the way he competes. He reminds me a lot of a J.K. Dobbins, not because he's from Texas, but just the build, the size. His track background is solid. He's a 15.81 at the 110-meter hurdles and a long jump of 21 feet, 3 3/4 inches as a sophomore. As a freshman, ran a 12.41 in the 100 and a 25.14 200, and long jump to 19.2. As a junior, he was a co-MVP of his division, District 13-5A D2. So really love James Peoples. Once he gets into that open field, gets into that second level, he's gone. You're not going to catch him. He's fast. But what I like is he's tough enough to get through the line of scrimmage, get to that second level, third level, and go. Runs over dudes. Next up, guys that will be blocking for him. Ian Moore out of New Palestine, Indiana, 6'5", 295. He's a tackle. He's a .9400, high 4-star, nationally ranked number 138, number 6 interior O-lineman, number 3 player in the state of Indiana. He was a 5-star just less than a year ago. He's got legit verified measurables with the height and weight and the length to play tackle in college. Has the ability to play inside if need be. Has several years of varsity experience and plays at a good high school program there in New Palestine. They scouted him out as a very safe, reliable, high floor prospect who will come in ready to compete from a size and technical standpoint, plays with his feet under him with good balance, does not get knocked off, and finishes his blocks. Has good strength already and looks to be a good weight room guy already. So coming out of high school, also a track guy. So played on both sides of the line of scrimmage as a junior in high school. So look for Ian Moore to come in and make waves. Max LeBlanc, the tight end, up next from Chattanooga, Baylor High School in Tennessee, 6'3.5", 222, 222. He is a 9099, 4-star, nationally ranked 276, number 16 tight end, number 5 in the state of Tennessee. Now, he helped his team as a junior go 11-2. He's more of your traditional tight end. Obviously, he's going to need to put on some weight at 222 pounds, but he lined up all over the field, in line and split out for his high school team this year, and has excellent hands. I really like this kid's style. And coming out of Canada, moved from Canada to Tennessee. Not too many people could say that. All right, next up, Mr. Gabe Van Sickle. He is an interior O-lineman, 6'5", 283 from Coopersville, Michigan. He is a .8814, nationally ranked 605, number 42 interior, and number 13 player in the state of the Cheaters. Not a lot of scouting has been done on this guy. He kind of is a replacement for Mark Nave when he decommitted, and a project, we'll call it that. He's going to be a development project for the first year or two. So don't look for him on the field anytime soon, but we need depth and we got to develop guys underneath the starters. So next up, 4-star Dearion Whitten, the tight end, 6'4", 215. This guy's one of the freaky freaks. 8908. He is nationally ranked 454, 4 on the floor, 28 ranked tight end, and number 18 player in the state of Ohio. Uh, Not a lot of scouting on him, but this guy he's like a big receiver. He's going to be uh, more of that pass catching tight end, that you're starting to see more and more of in the NFL and stuff over the last few years, and in college football, with the Georgia tight ends, Darnell Washington and Brock Bowers, and so those types of guys. He's got excellent hands, big bodied guy at 6'4", 215 already. So they're going to have to teach him to do some inline blocking. He hasn't done a lot of that, but this guy's versatile, and I don't feel I feel uncomfortable no matter what. I feel comfortable no matter what position he's playing. I think he even kicks for Glenville. What's next? Oh, let's go back to the O-line. Devontae Armstrong, 6'5", 297 out of Lakewood St. Ed's. He is a 3-star, an 8900, nationally ranked 462, number 30 interior O lineman, and number 19 player in the state of Ohio. He played guard mostly in high school. His brother, we're going to get to in a sec, Deontay, is the tackle of the two. So playing side by side throughout their high school career probably lends itself well to knowing what your teammate's doing right next to you. So let's go Deontay here, 6'6", 280, obviously a little bit lighter, so makes sense why he's the tackle, and an inch taller. He is a 4-star, 8925, nationally ranked 427, 33rd ranked tackle in the class, and number 17 player in the state of Ohio. Played left tackle, obviously, as a junior. He's gotten offers from all the big schools. Both of them did. So this is going to be a really good group of O linemen to anchor this team going forward. Next up, our last guy, SWD, I like to call him, Sam Williams Dixon, 5'11", 203. He reminds me of Curtis Samuel. I don't know, maybe it's the size. He's a freaky athlete. He's got good hands. He's going to probably be used like a Curtis Samuel. Out of Pickerington North. He is an 8819, nationally ranked 594, 41st ranked athlete. He is ranked as rated as an athlete here, and 21st ranked player in the great state of Ohio. Originally from Millersburg, kind of went back and forth there, and finished his career at Pickerington North. Got totally screwed his senior year. They suspended him for like a few games because he transferred up in division, I believe is the reasoning. OHSAA still doing things for the kids, right? It's fucking disgusting. Anyways, he got a ton of big time Power 5 offers. So look forward to SWD all over the field, side to side, up and down. But that's our offense. Tomorrow we will talk some defense. I appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.